Hi there. So in my accompanying blog post, I will go into a little bit greater detail why I absolutely love Debitize. I'm using it for both myself as a person and my business. I am also recommending it to clients because it is just absolutely, it's really fantastic tool to use, especially if you're a person who would just like to have your credit cards paid automatically and to have the money coming out of your account on a much more frequent basis than waiting until month end when you get your credit card statement. All right, so this is the home screen. As you can tell, I already have things set up. However, I do want to go over how you do this and what some of these different tabs mean and how they work. We're going to start here first by going to Accounts. From the Accounts screen, you can see here that I have my checking account set up as well as my credit cards. I am having some problems with Debitize working with Capital One as well as Discover. I don't know what the issue is with Discover. However, Capital One, that is a known problem where Capital One has started restricting access by third-party apps. So that's not a Debitize issue. That's 100% Capital One issue. I do hope that they change it because I really do like using Debitize. So just know you might run into some problems with different banks just depending on who it is and what their software allows. How to add a credit card. So incredibly easy. You're not even giving your access to your account at all. You're strictly going to be adding in your account number and the expiration date. That information is what Debitize needs in order to make the payment to your bank on your behalf. In my case, Chase. So Debitize knows my full account number, expiration information. They already have the payment address or payment ability for Chase, and they just go ahead and do it. Chase knows then, because I've shared this card information, what account to credit the payment to. Super easy. Another thing I'd like to point out on the Accounts tab, so let's go back there, is the checking. Under Account Settings, I highly suggest that you go through and figure out what the minimum balance that you need in your account is at all times. Factor in your rent or your mortgage payment, any other recurring transactions that come out so that you never end up in an overdraft situation. I'm going to change this to 605. Hit save. Now Debitize will never take money out of my account unless there is at least $605 in the account. Okay, so we've went over the accounts section. Let's go back here real quick. We're just going to peek at some of these other areas. Let's look at bills. This here is just a notification for me that on October 11th, Debitize paid $147.26 to the card that I have ending 5604. Here, this is saying September 25th, Debitize paid $0 because I didn't have enough money in the account to cover the payment for 5730, which coincidentally, there was no payment actually due anyhow, as you can see on the other line. And then here, I don't use this section very much. It could be useful, but this actually says recent transactions actually on my credit card. Here you can see I have approximately an $18 purchase I made with Amazon on my credit card ending 5730. I went to the grocery store on October 12th for $28, 5604. So this just gives history as well as the payments, as you can see here on the fourth line. Also handy. Notifications, you will log in, you might get email alerts. I've set my email alerts to pretty much non-existent, but you will get email alerts depending what you set up. But I can see here, this is telling me I've reached my minimum account balance. So that means Debitize is not taking any more money out of my account. And just kind of gives you a little thing here. I got a bonus from referring someone, because you can see up here in the upper right-hand corner, you get $10 if you refer a friend. Yay, who doesn't love getting some extra money for sharing things that they absolutely love? Okay, so now what happens when you've reached your minimum balance and Debitize can't deduct for your purchases? Well, you know what? Let's go here to the home screen. Okay, so here's what we can see on my home screen. Right now, I have uncovered credit card purchases in the amount of $13.47. And Debitize has set aside for future bill payment $6.64. And if I wanted to go ahead and authorize Debitize to take out this $13.47, I can manually do this by clicking on it. And then here I could either set up a daily amount to get it all taken care of, or I can do a one-time option. But again, just be careful like how you do this, and you can see what this says. And if when you set up the account for the very first time, this number is really large, like don't fret, don't worry, just figure out like what works for you. You can also make payments directly to the credit card company. In this case, I'm just going to go ahead and tell them, you know what, go ahead, take the $13.47 out of my account because I happen to know what my balance is and I'm comfortable with that $13.47 coming out. I know all will be well. And this is just telling you here that it could take up to 30 days. So if your credit card payment were due in 2 days, you wouldn't want to use this option. Go to your credit card company online, make the $13 payment, outside of Debitize. That way you don't end up with a late fee because that would be sucky. Click confirm. And you get a notification and confirmation that you've successfully initiated this. So this, I hope, wraps up and kind of gives you some of the broad overview reasons why I absolutely love Debitize and how to understand the different tabs that they have. And of course, you can refer a friend. I most certainly hope that you'll sign up. This is free to use, Debitize. I most certainly hope you'll sign up using my link. If you appreciated this video, please give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to my YouTube channel and to my blog, where I love to share things money related and productivity related. Have a fantastic day.